What's going on, folks? We back again. We back again like we never left. I had seen this video, came across this video last night. I was like, I wanted to react to it because it's something I've pretty much been saying the same thing and been thinking the same thing for a few years now. I would say since about 2008, 2009, I started noticing a shift with social media. But let's get into what this lady got to say.
Invited your girl back for another video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about social media and women. I believe that social media has destroyed.
Oh, and for the record, I do want to say, I think social media in general has not just ruined women, but I think men as a whole too. I think everybody has been affected by it in a negative way. So it's not necessarily just women, but I think it affects women a little bit more because they are a little bit more emotional and they're usually not very rational. You know what I'm saying? They usually think with feelings more than logic most of the time. Men are more logical based, so we could kind of decipher through the shenanigans.
The modern day woman. We have many things that have contributed to it. Feminism, reality television shows, the entertainment industry. But social media has done so much damage to the way women are. If we could just...
The entertainment industry too, I would say, have a big part in it. And I don't know if like people know this, maybe it's just me. Nobody has talent anymore. In terms of like the music, the new artists nowadays have no talent. The writers for these movies and these scripts, they have no talent. All they do is woken everything up, diversity, inclusion. Anytime I hear those words leading up to a movie, I don't want to see it. I know it's gonna be garbage. Anytime I hear diversity, inclusion, and fucking representation, I already know it's gonna be some woke race swap.
You could just take
nonsense.
that away. I think we might have some fighting chance. But I would do anything to go back to the days where we had no social media. I'd give up YouTube because I love YouTube. I'd give it all up.
Yeah, me too. I'm
to
not
go back
gonna
to the
lie.
days where I either had a pager or a basic cell phone that just made phone.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that would be better. Going back to the good old days where there was just phones and maybe it's some text messages, but everything else after that,
life seemed so much better back then. Women were better quality.
it was a lot easier.
Women were ladies. They were just better. I know we still have feminism ruining everything, but social media, God, it's just...
And the reason too why women I felt like was a lot more better back then, like she was saying, because your ego wasn't like through the roof. You kind of know where you stood on the pecking order when it comes to dealing with dudes, and certain type of dudes you get and a certain type of dudes you deal with, because you dealt with them in real life. Like you had to meet them in person, deal with them. They saw you, you saw them, you met them in real life. Now, if a girl got a social media, she could talk to Drake right now. Whether he respond or not, that's a whole nother story. But she could contact Drake, Will Smith, any one of them famous celebrities. The regular average person now could hit them up and they could have direct access to these people and these different calibers of men. So that already like opened up their mind in a way where it's not good, because now all these women think they can get with these type of men and chasing these type of dudes. And if I'm a dude, just as a man, I'll speak for a man, but I'm a man. If I'm successful and I got the pick of the litter in terms of pretty much any woman I want, I could get. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to settle down when you got that type of lifestyle. You're not going to settle down as a man. You're just going to have sex with as much of them as possible. And then the best ones you're going to keep around you. And that's just how it go. Most men, say you a high value dude and you have sex with 100 women. Maybe 5 of them you would genuinely consider or even think about, or is a even viable option for you to take seriously. The other 95 of them, they was just, I was just horny and you wanted to have some fun. But other than that, only like 5 of them you would really consider. So these dudes, most of these women they having sex with, they don't really see a future or is even trying to have a future with them. So then these girls thing with these dudes, they get sent back to the streets. Now they hurt, they upset because and that keeps it happen over and over because they keep dealing with the same type of dudes. And then now all men ain't shit. No, those type of dudes that you dealing with, those caliber of men, that's just how they're gonna live their life. So you could say they ain't shit, but the average dude that you don't even notice walking down the street, you can't say he ain't shit. He didn't do that to you, and he probably would never do that to you.
It just made things the process of devastation on women it's just sped up so fast when social media came about. Social media for women, it's turned into this big competition. It's just women competing online for who can present the best facade because it's not real,
Well, she every time she says something, it's like I know I keep pausing. I know, but I got something to say to that too. I noticed that exactly what she's saying on Facebook. I would say about 08, 09 when Facebook started getting popular. I started noticing that, and I noticed it firsthand. Because this is one thing where you don't know somebody and you see them on social media, you don't know. So the average person is like, oh, they really living this life. 99% of people on social media, they not living the life that they portraying on social media. They're absolutely not living that life. But when you see it firsthand, like I would know girls I know personally in real life, and they was like, man, people I ain't pay them no mind in real life. But on social media, they like became a different person. And because they became, I would say, popular on social media, they think that translated into real life. So when they real life, they started acting different. You know what I'm saying? And I started noticing that years ago. I used to always tell my homeboys, these girls, we used to call it Facebook famous. That's what it used to be called back in the day. Facebook famous before Instagram and all that stuff came about. Instagram models and all that. They used to be Facebook famous. These is regular girls. Before social media, they would have been regular girls walking on the street, and that would have just been it. Nobody, regular girls. But on social media, they became bigger than what they was in real life. So then they think that translated into real life, but it didn't. So now every girl, the average, most basic girl who's walking around in real life, who would know where she stood on the pecking order when it comes to dealing with certain type of people, she thinks all of them think that they're tens and they all bad and they all think they deserve the best, but it's not real. You think every man thinks he is like
these women that post, oh, I have such a great life, and posting pictures of everything they do. It starts to make it look like they have a better life than you, but if you know that person personally, you'll begin to see the facade crumble. And I'll give you an example to this. It's a facade. I don't use Instagram. I don't Twitter. I don't do any of that stuff. The only thing I use is YouTube now. But at one point, I did have a Facebook when it was first emerging. When I was living,
and there was girls too. I never knew them in real life, and then I seen them face to face, and it's like
my husband and I moved up north where we had no family, and the only way my family could see our children or to see us or we could see them, we used Facebook. I didn't have all these friends. I just was friends with family members. I kept everything private, and I did have a few friends that I grew up with from elementary school or middle school on there too.
That's what Facebook was to me. It was just to keep in contact with people I ain't seen in a long time. Like people from elementary and junior high from back in the day that you ain't see. That's really what I used it for. I'm not using that shit. I wasn't using that as some type of until later on, and it's like, oh yeah, you could be up here, you know what I'm saying, getting some good kills off of this.
But besides that was all I had. And I started to notice a trend of the selfies, the competitiveness of who has the best social status, and also noticed that there was women on there that, whether that be a part of my family or an old acquaintance that I wouldn't know personally, would be on there. Oh, I'm such a great mother. I could never live without my children. I do so many things with my children. Look at me. I'm at the park with my children, and take a picture. But I would know these women personally, and I'm sorry to say it, but they'd be crappy mothers. They'd be the type of mother that, their children dressed in rags, still in pajamas at 2 p.m, boogers all over their noses, dirty fingernails, hair not groomed,
And this what she's saying is a fact. I know that to be true as well, personally. No, plenty of girls. You see them on social media, you like, ooh, damn, if you didn't know them, but me knowing her in real life, that bitch, her mattress on the ground, her kids can't talk, they can't articulate themselves, they still, and they like 6 years old. Like, this is, I know this, living off every government assistant known to man, letters, 3-letter government assistance I never even heard of. I never got no government assistance, so I don't know about. The only thing I know about is food stamp. They know about every government assistant under the sun. But on social media, you think she Gucci bag flying, thing. Meanwhile, kid struggling, can't talk, looking dirty, dusty in the crib, mattress on the ground. They would be
all groomed up, full face makeup, hair done, expensive clothes, their nails
and
done.
The kids looking bummy.
They would look great, and their kids would be in rags. And they would also be the type of mothers that
you see it all the time. And once you see that, you already know her mentality.
They want to go to the gym or party all the time, so they never have their kids. It's just, I would see that and I'd be like, who they trying to bullshit? And people actually would buy it because they'd be on it. Oh, you're such a great mother. Oh, I want to be like you.
Because they don't know.
When I have children, I'm the
same. You
don't
know. But when you know, you be like,
and all of this. Whoa. And I just got tired of it.
It's real like that. This is how people giving it up. So you know firsthand.
The bullshit. I couldn't take it anymore. Also, a lot of women on there like to live their lives by quotes. Like they would post all these quotes and try to, instead of making up their own or, saying something.
That's another thing I used to always say. Like, damn, why these bitches always posting these motivational quotes? Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't believe in none of this stuff you're saying here. I know you. Like, they would post, what they would say? Oh, I'm a bad bitch and niggas can't. It was always some stupid shit. And then you see it's like it never adds up. They would post some motivational shit and then promote their OnlyFans. It's like, you selling pussy. Don't talk no motivational and I'm the only one that take care of my. It's always some crazy shit. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Post a quote and like live through a quote. It's absolutely retarded and it drives me nuts. But I just got tired of it, y'all.
That's why I really kind of eased up. I've been eased up off social media, and it's because of stuff like that. People are being fraudulent. People are capping. When you know people capping all day, there's only so much of that shit you can take. You just watching cap and lies day in
y'all
and
couldn't
day
take
out.
it anymore. So I got off of it, and I will never be on Facebook again. I don't care if I'm the only one left that doesn't do it. Now, YouTube, on the other hand, I've been watching YouTube from the beginning. YouTube is a way for me I get my conservative news because I don't watch mainstream media. I could watch gun prepping channels, fitness channels, cooking channels, all the things that interest me. I can watch YouTubers on here, and you also get to conversate with people on those channels that have the same interest in you.
Yeah, YouTube is different. I'm on YouTube.
There's YouTubers that I've been watching from the beginning. They begin to grow on you, and you'll watch them do anything. If you started out watching them because they have a gardening channel, you'll watch them go on vacation. You'll watch them talk about different aspects of their life because they begin to grow on you. It was an awesome thing in the beginning. Unfortunately, the liberal feminists are ruining this too. But, I do enjoy using YouTube. But Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, don't use any of it. I'm still so shocked that when I'm out, there will be guys that will come up to me and ask. Just the other day, I had a guy ask me at the grocery store, "Are you an Instagram model?" "No, I am not." And I kept walking. And he followed me like he was shocked. "You're not on Instagram?" I'm like, "Nope." And I kept walking.
Like, this is one good thing I like about my girl too. No social media. It's just a beautiful thing. It's so amazing because it's a big obstacle you don't even have to worry about. Nope, not on social media. End of the conversation and keep it pushing. I don't want to talk. Yeah.
And then of course he proceeded to ask.
There's plenty
of
other
I said I am a married woman.
Harlots out here that you could talk to.
And I kept walking, didn't speak to him again. But he was so shocked.
And that's it. And he respected it and he keep it pushing.
Because he's probably so used to every woman he asks, well, how do I follow you on Instagram or with your Facebook, and it's just really.
People don't even give their numbers. Let me get your Instagram. I was never let me get your social media type of nigga. Let me get the digits. I don't got time for that. I'm getting direct contact. I don't need no filter. That's goofy shit to me. That's little kid shit. Let me get your Instagram. Let me get your what? Your Snapchat. Like, get the fuck out of here. As a big man, I can't even picture myself saying that. Let me get your Snap. Let me get your Insta. No. The fuck? Let me get your number. Like, oh, you get my Instagram, I'm good. I don't even play that. I've never had that neither. When I asked for the number and it's like, they like, oh, to take my Instagram? No. I've never had that problem because that's goofy shit. I think they only do that with little niggas. Like, when she know you goofy, she do that Instagram shit. It's like, what? You can't
really
play with no
sad
little
that it's
nigga
come
like
down
that on
to
Instagram.
That.
Take my Twitter.
And
like, get the fuck out of
women, they think that they're actually getting this male attention because they're actually wholesome, quality women. But what they don't realize is all they've turned themselves into is masturbation material. That's all they are. Just a quick, that's it.
All it is.
They're worth nothing else.
When I see girls with their asses out, I'll be like, you know how many
cook,
niggas is nutting on these bitches? That's all it's there for.
They're not marriage material. They're not wife material. They kind of.
And when a man see a woman carrying herself a certain way, especially on social media with her ass out in every picture twerking, whatever, he almost cannot, even if he wants to, he can't show her any type of respect. It sounds crazy, but when you see a woman with her ass out and she's doing certain things, even if you want to respect them, it's like you can't respect them because she's not respectable. But then you see another. When I see women, because I've seen it's certain women I could just see them and I could just know by the way they carry themselves, the way they move, how they deal with people, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk to her and deal with her with so much respect. But a woman that I know ain't like that is. I'm not a disrespectful person, but it's just a lot of things I'm not doing. We not going on no dates. It's like it's girls I've talked to before. We gotta go on dates and da-da-da. I'm like, yeah. The first time you come to my house, it's going down. Basement. No dates. Never been on a date. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what people say. Look at what they do. These girls, they say whatever they want to say, but look at their actions and the way they move. Cause they can say anything. Anything sounds good. They just anybody got the gift of gab, but look at how they move, and you'll see
kind of women that you could really trust, count on, bring home to the family. They're nothing but sex. That's it. And they don't completely realize that either. These women actually believe today that they're quality, good, decent
and that's enough.
Women.
I don't know. When girls come around me like that, I know it too, because they come around, they want to spend the night, and that's how I know. Because when you spend the night, I see this is the determining factor right here. How you move the next day. If you just laying up all day, I know what it is. And if girls that's come around and do that, I'm like, oh yeah, she's done. You're done. And you never tell them. A man never told you. He just puts it in the container. Yep. Put it in the filing cabinet. She's done. Bitch laying up all day, ain't do nothing, ain't clean, ain't wiped the dish, made something to eat, nothing. Just laying up all day smoking, you're done. Another girl comes over. She up before you up. Washing the dishes. Talking about you want me to do your laundry. You like, this bitch trying to trap me. Or sometimes that be happening to me. I be like, this bitch trying to trap me. Because most women ain't doing that. So when you see a girl doing certain things, it's like, damn. It's like, that's how she cooking, cleaning and shit, washing it. And you don't got to ask. That's how you know the type of girl you're dealing with. If it's even worth it. Like, okay. She got certain traits and characteristics. That's 1 point right there. That's not all, but that's 1 point. You get an extra point for that. When girls is just sitting down, laying up all day, running their mouth, talking shit, you already done. There's no amount of points you can earn to get back in good faith. It's a wrap, because that's the most important part. How you get down in the house. So I already know if we even do fuck with each other in the long run, and we do end up getting together and moving in, I know the type of person you are. You just gonna be laying up all day, running your mouth.
It's so pathetic, and it's laughable. But anyway, women are social media has made women, it's like, it's made their egos so big. They're so entitled. Their egos are so big because they get all these likes, all these followers on there.
And the thing that irks me is that there's so many people, so many, like this lady, podcasts. There's men all over the internet. And I would say this happened recently in the last like 3 or 4 years, mainly with Kevin Samuels. There's a lot of dudes talking that jazz all over the internet. And these women, they on social media all day, so they seeing it and they still ain't picking up the game. It's nothing you could do for them. It's not at that point. It's nothing you could do. It's one thing if you didn't know. There wasn't a lot of outlets. People wasn't talking about it. It was like shunned in the community to speak about these things, especially on these type of platforms. Women for years been saying niggas ain't shit all over every platform, all over every social media, disrespecting men. This however which way they can in the street. However, it's been going on for years. In like the last 2 or 3 years, niggas balls drop and they started talking that shit and they getting tired of this. So you seen it everywhere on social media. You seen it. So if you're a woman and you still running around here like, I don't know what men want, I don't know what they like, and I don't know, and you acting like you don't know what's going on, there's no hope for you. Me personally, I meet anybody 25 years or older, men or women, and your mind is in a certain place, I don't want you around me. I'm not even trying to give you the game. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to save you because there's no save. It's over. It's over. At a certain age in 2024, you 25 and you don't know certain things. So don't let you be 30. Don't be in your 30s. And you out here lost and I just didn't know. You didn't know. How many niggas you been with in your life? You didn't know that wasn't cool? Bitch, come on, stop playing with me. And that's something that happens a lot. You ain't know. They just never know. How many men you've been? You just never knew. You don't know that.
All like women are competing with each other for the most followers,
stop
the most
it.
likes. They actually base their.
There's nothing I really could say. I don't know what to do in a
they
relationship when dealing
like
with a girl.
it's
It's like, come on, I don't know.
All
these years, all this because I don't know. It's because I don't want to know. So if they don't know, it's because they don't want to know. There's no hope. Leave them where they at.
Feeling like there's some kind of celebrity or something, and it's really pathetic. And
Facebook famous.
So their entitlement, their ego is just so big that they don't even have to be decent when they get with a man because they feel like they're doing a man a favor by being with them because they can screw up the relationship.
Bro, this is a 12-minute video. I was trying to make the video at least 20 minutes. We're past that already. See, shit I be talking about? And I hate getting into these type of videos because I get turned up and I get to going on these tangents. That's not what I was trying to do. But god damn it, I can't help it. What did she say? Run that back there. I kind of am high. See, weed. Don't smoke weed, people. For real. I wish I never started. It short-term memory out the window. Long-term memory, I can remember anything. Short-term, I forget what the fuck just happened 5 seconds ago. That's that chronic. It ain't good for you. Stay away from it. Don't smoke, kids. Don't do what I do.
Man's like, you know I don't want nothing more to do with you. Cool. I have all these suitors lined up at my door. I have all these followers. Cool. I have all these suitors lined up at my door. I have all. The man's like, I don't want nothing more to do with you. Cool. I have all these suitors lined up at my door. I have all these followers.
They think,
all these lights.
The grass is always greener. And I've had girls out there like, you think the grass is greener?
And it's just really destroyed women because
go ahead.
Are so big and they're so entitled now. And
I swear by the hook or the crook, I always get contacted years later like, you was right. I know. How could I be wrong? I'm not saying I'm always right, but it's just certain things I know. It ain't what you think it is.
Another thing that it's done that I can't stand is the amount of single mothers we have and all these women just being promiscuous, having all these kids from all these different men. You will see them post selfies of themselves and like booty pictures, and you'll see like their kids' toys in the background. There was one woman in particular
kids running around. That's what be. It's so common now, it don't even like register in my mind. But I remember there was a point in time where that used to be like, what the fuck? They kids in the room, goddamn. You twerking your kids right there, but it's so normal now. You don't even see the kids. You like, goddamn, you don't even see the kid. You just see ass because it's so normal.
That showed me a picture of herself that she put on Instagram and was bragging about how many likes and followers she had. In the picture, she's in a fitting room taking a picture in bathing suits, skimpy bathing suits. And I can see her two sons sitting on their, like on a phone or a tablet or something in the changing room. Little kids. And all of these men were like men have gotten so used to this.
Yeah, they don't even see them kids. They so used to it. You don't even see, you don't even notice the kids.
I'd be like, holy crap. And the kids, those little boys, what do you think they're going to grow up to be like? Witnessing stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's absolutely horrible. Y'all, social media is just, it's horrible. I'm so tired of being out in public and seeing women with that blue shade on their face from being on their phone. That's all they do. I went to a parade for Mardi Gras. My husband and I went to a parade and was standing with, you know, all these women, and you can see that they would all be like posting their little selfie. Then they got to put, all they want to do is play on social media and compete
like
with everyone else and try to act like they have this.
I noticed that years ago when we used to be chilling, like we'd be in a group, like a couple of the homies, couple of girls, be chilling. They on their phone the whole time. And that was years ago. This was like when we was back in high school. So
great life, and that
their mind is all fucked up now.
And
they can't even concentrate.
You can't have an in-depth conversation with any of them. You ever been out like at a restaurant and you'll see women, everybody on their phone, and they're probably on social media. You know, it's really
because they got to take pictures of the meal. It's like me when I'm doing shit, it never registers in my mind. Let me take a picture. That's why I don't have pictures. I don't have a lot of pictures of myself or just pictures of shit happening in life because I don't think about that. I'm just it's happening. I'm not like I gotta take a picture of this. It doesn't even pop into my mind. These girls, any moment, it needs to be a picture needs to be taken care of because you're not even in the moment. You worried about taking this picture. I'm not even thinking about pulling my phone out. It doesn't. A lot of the times I'll be mad like, fuck, why did I take a picture? That be my problem. Like I be forgetting to take pictures of shit.
For me,
but it just doesn't even register me. I guess because I'm not a gal, I'm not a woman, so I don't think like that. But it just never pops up. Let me take a picture of this. No, I'm just doing it. I'm living.
You're rarely gonna see me, you know, playing on my phone. I'll pull out a book.
Sometimes I actually be mad, like, damn, I could have took a picture of the phone, digital camera right in my pocket.
One that, you know, you're gonna check your phone sometimes. You're gonna check your email. You know, you got to keep up with things.
But goddamn,
it's the constant addiction to Facebook and keeping everybody updated, the social media, the Instagram thing, the Twitter thing. That's what really bothers me. It's just, it disgusts me, and it's sad that it's come to this. You know, before this happened, things used to be so much different. I can clearly remember the 90s, and I wish I could go back to that. I remember the good old days.
I remember the good old days when I used to talk to a girl. You court them. You got to court them. I remember back in junior high, you on the phone with a girl, you just laying down. You remember the videos, the pictures where you be seeing the dude laying up, he in the washing machine and shit on the phone with the girl? That's how it be. That's how it used to be. I was jonesing on the phone with girls back in the day. In junior high, bro. Me and my girl on the phone for like 6, I don't know what the fuck we used to be talking about. All day telling life stories, bro, on the phone, just all day jonesing. I don't do that no more with girls. Ain't no kikiing on the phone. No. You pulling up, it's like because you just know that's it. That's all they got. So you don't even want to waste time with all that. And that's what's happening when they pull up. They getting down to it. It's just like, you didn't have to be jonesing with a girl. I'm back in there, bro. You on the phone all day with shorty. You laying up before you know it. You in the living room. You outside washing your car. You still looking for a girl. You crazy. When you talk, that crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's how I used to be when you was a kid. Now I was like,
in an instant, things just seemed like it was so much better.
Going on dates.
Women, you know, were more.
I remember my first girl months before we had sex. Even my second girl, months before we had sex.
Well, ladies, there were better quality women and just better quality people in general, actually. And
now,
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. We're not heading to a good place.
And I wouldn't say that don't necessarily mean what you think it is, because sometimes, not all the time, most of the times, you're not that guy. But sometimes, and I've seen it personally because there's girls that was virgins. I know a dude she was dealing with for years, never fucked. 2 days she started talking to me. Virginity gone. Like, it's weird. So sometimes a girl you might just be that dude for real. It's very rare, so don't ever think, but just always think you're not that dude. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Just always think that. But sometimes you could be, because you're like, man, she doing this for everybody. But sometimes, no, it might just be
folks. before social media really picked up, I do remember the reality television show hitting the TVs, and I saw the devastation that did. Remember the Real Housewives of Atlanta,
Bad
or
Girls
Jersey?
Club.
Y'all remember the shows like that?
I never watched it. I ain't gonna front. Bad Girls Club was my shit, bro. I don't give a fuck. Nobody say that shit was destruction to the community, but it was my shit. Oh, it was a couple of girls on there. I used to like them. Woo. But that's the only reason why I used to watch it. But that used to be the shit, though. They just fighting all day.
Or,
that's ignorant.
Oh,
I'm perpetuating the ignorancy. No.
I forgot the name of it.
No. I'm not promoting it.
In a house.
Damn it, it was entertaining.
And they all start having sex with each other, and you just see how you
look at them shows back. Them shows I used to watch. Flavor of Love. She cooking the goddamn turkey in the microwave. But this is the logic. All these girls, you know, none of them like Flavor. He look like he just the crypt keeper. All these women just fighting for his love. It's just like, oh my god, these are the things that was going on. This goddamn coconut water got a bunch of pulp in it. Gotta chew them all. That's why I'm chewing and drinking
Jersey
at the same time.
Shore. That's another one that came out when they tried to make
Degeneracy. All them shows.
Like
Degeneracy.
A bunch of promiscuous numbskulls.
Everybody, all them shows, especially now. Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch none of them shits. Degeneracy. All them shows. Alright, we're gonna end the video right here. This video is way longer than I thought it was gonna be, and I was planning for it to be. But it's all good. I'm gonna start doing more videos like these. I'm gonna start being more consistent. I've been fucking up. I know I've been fucking up. But I got y'all. But we got something coming, though. You know what I'm saying? I might have a partner in crime when I'm out here soon, so look out for that. But like and subscribe. I'll be back to y'all with another one. Let's go.